Hey Valley Metal, welcome back to another math video. Tonight we're going to be working with unit rate, but first let's start off with something fun. Our trivia question for the night is, what is the most popular holiday song ever? All right, officially tonight our target is 6.2a. I can determine unit rate. Let's do this thing. All right, our problem du jour. Find the unit price if it costs $2 for 8 juice boxes. Round to the nearest cent if necessary. So basically we need to find the cost of each unit, or the cost per juice box, or the cost per one juice box. So we can make a little box here, and we put in that little box, we put in $2 and 8 juice boxes, because it's $2 for 8 juice boxes. And then we need to put the 1 down here. We want to know what it costs for 1 juice box. Well, I really like this box thing here, so I'll show you how I use it. Got to get my calculator going here. But anyway, you can just take and multiply diagonally within this box of stacked ratios and then divide the other way, and you will get your answer. Watch how I do this. You take 2 times 1, 2 times the 1, and then you divide it by the third number, which is 8 here, divided by 8. And you're going to get 25 cents. So it's 25 cents per 1 juice box. So you put the 25 down here in place of the question mark. And you also have your answer then. It's 25 cents per 1 juice box. I'll just put JB down there. Got her? All right, let's take a look at this a little more carefully. First of all, we need to know what rate is, and that's a ratio that compares two quantities. And the unit rate is a rate that is expressed as a quantity of 1, like 80 beats per minute or 10.5 miles per gallon. In one of my other videos, I talked about my truck, Big Al. Big Al can go 350 miles in 5 hours. How many miles can I drive in 1 hour? So I've showed kids this method too. We have 350 to 5. That's a ratio of miles to hours. If I divide both sides by 5, I can get that unit rate down to 1, which is 1 hour. 350 divided by 5 is 70 to 1, 70 miles per hour. And there's nothing wrong with doing it that way. I personally like the box. Pop the numbers in, 350 miles to 5 hours. We want to know what the answer is, how many miles to 1 hour. We put it in, we multiply diagonally, 350 times 1. Then we divide by 5, and we've got 70 miles. We can also check our answer to see if it's correct. 350 times 1 is 350. 70 times 5 is 350. Check our cross products. As long as our ratios are stacked and they are equal, the cross products will be the same. All right, let's take a look at this one. Mr. Bartosh drives his fancy little Geo Prism 400 miles on 8 gallons of gas. How many miles per gallon does he get? Well, let's put our numbers in. He drives 400 miles on 8 gallons of gas. And we want to know how many miles he gets on 1 gallon. So we'll get our calculator out again, and we'll clear it out, and we'll take that 400, we'll multiply diagonally times the 1, and I know you think it's silly, but I want you to do it, times the 1, and then we will get 400, and we'll just divide that answer by 8, and we're going to get 50. 50 miles. Check our cross products to see if it's right. 50 miles times 8 is 400. 400 times 1 is 400. What a beautiful situation, huh? I like the box. It helps us figure out unit rate very efficiently, and it helps us organize our work. Notice how I've stacked the labels too. Miles and miles, gallons and gallons. You have to stack the ratios, and you have to make sure that your labels are lined up too. All right, here's another problem. Mrs. Makishka buys a 16-ounce bag of candy for $4. How much does the candy cost per ounce? All right, so here's the $4 she paid for 16 ounces. And of course, we want to know what the 1 ounce cost is. So we multiply diagonally, and we will get my calculator here quickly. Multiply that diagonally. We take the 4, which is 4 wholes, or $4. We take that times 1, and then we take and divide that by the 16 ounces, by the third number, and we get 0.25. Miss Makishka paid 25 cents per ounce. We could check that too. 4 times 1 is 4, and if you take 0.25 times 16, you will also get 4. You verified and checked your response. All right, here's your first try it yourself problem. Darla makes $30 in 6 hours. How much does she make every hour? Go ahead, pop the numbers into the box and give it a shot. Go. I see dead people. Let's see how you did. I popped in 30 here in 6 hours. Our question is, how many does she make in 1 hour? 30 times 1 is 30. Divided by the 6 gives us $5. We have two ratios here, $30 to $6, $5 to 1 hour. 30 to 6, 5 to 1. They are equivalent ratios. This one here, because it's in by 1 hour, that's called unit rate. Per hour, or per 1 hour, or per single hour, for each hour. Those all indicate 1 hour. All right, so I just gave you that because I want you to get used to that language. All right, Don does 12 math problems in 5 minutes. What is his unit rate? How many does he do in 1 minute? Pause it and go ahead and try. All right, let's see. He does 12 problems in 5 minutes. How many does he do in 1 minute? Well, we pop 12 times 1 in, and I'm just going to do this one because I know this is kind of a weird one here. We take 12, whoops, that's 11, 12 times the 1, and then we're going to take and we're going to divide that number then by the 5, and we get 2.4. 2.4? Something must be wrong. No, kids, don't worry. Sometimes you will get a decimal. Just verify your answer. 2.4 problems in 1 minute. It looks right. If it is right, I can take that 2.4 times the 5, and I should get 12. Sorry, let me take that again. 2.4, I'll multiply it times the 5, and I should get 12 if my answer is correct. What a beautiful thing. Yeah, I know, it's pretty amazing. All right, let's take a look at these problems. Here's a couple I did for my dad. He's in the hospital, and I'm hoping that he's out feeding the cows again really soon. Big John Dudley feeds 150 cows in 30 minutes. How many cows can he feed in 1 minute? Or what's Papa's unit rate? Pause it and try it. All right, well, set it up 150 cows in 30 minutes. How many cows in 1 minute? 150 times 1 is 150, divided by 30 is 5 cows per 1 minute. Look at how nice that answer is down there. 5 cows per 1 minute. That's your unit rate answer right there in the box. If you put those labels in, it'll be there for you too. Well, a related problem, I have another one here for you. Here's a picture of my dad playing softball at age 90. It's a pretty amazing guy. All right, here's the problem. Big John feeds 150 cows in 30 minutes. How many can he feed if he only has 12 minutes? How are you going to do that? Give it a shot. All right, well, it's 150 cows in 30 minutes, but this time he only has 12 minutes. This is where the beauty of the box comes in. You can take that box, and it doesn't have to be 1 down there. You can take that 150 cows, and you can take that times the 12. And now I'm going to divide the third number, divide by 30, and you're going to get 60 cows. And you can see it. 150 times 12 is 1,800. 60 times 30 is 1,800. Cool, huh? I think so. All right, here is your two problems for the ticket. 420 hamburgers in 3 hours. I'd like to know what the unit rate is. How many burgers per hour? And $8.40 for 7 songs on iTunes. I'd like to know what the unit rate is per song. Alrighty, let's get to the trivia question here. The most popular holiday song ever, and this is according to About Entertainment, which isn't the authority, but I found a number of these. It's the Christmas song by Nat King Cole. He was silky smooth, and it was a great song. What? Do I know it? Of course I do. Sing it like Elvis. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you watching. I'm going to go have a peanut butter and banana sandwich. Bye. Have a good one.